All right, good morning. I'm State Representative Tom Demmer from Dixon. We came down here today because we think it's important to call attention to some seemingly heavy-handed tactics that the Pritzker administration has taken recently regarding some dissent. Just last week, after a very close vote to close Westlake Hospital, the governor was criticized for. He removed 2 board members from that board that he had just recently appointed. Both Julie Hamos and Michael Gelder they had their nominations rescinded from their positions to the Illinois Health Facilities and Services Review Board. The governor said that it was, quote, in order to appoint members who more closely share the governor's vision for hospitals around the state. I think it's important to note here that this is the Health Facilities and Services Review Board. The 2 appointees were Pritzker appointees from only days before the vote happened. Julie Hamos is a former state representative who also served as the director of Department of Health Care and Family Services. Michael Gelder served on Governor Pritzker's transition team and has a long career as a senior advisor to Governor Quinn and then working for decades in the healthcare space around the state of Illinois. This seems like retribution of 2 perfectly qualified people from a board they were just recently appointed to because they didn't share the governor's vision. Additionally, in the Teachers Retirement System Board, on March 21st, the TRS Board unanimously voiced their opposition to Governor Pritzker's misguided pension plan, which he has now retreated from. A month after that opposition was issued by the board, the governor pulled 2 board members from their TRS nominations after they had voiced opposition to his plan to shortchange pensions. It's important that because these boards and commissions should be independent checks and balances on the system. The governor, as all governors are free to appoint members who share some of their political leanings, who they have alignment with on their philosophical outlook. But it's also very important that we have independent, qualified professionals who can exercise judgment outside of simply being a rubber stamp for the governor. We should not have pending applicants to these boards, pending nominations to these boards, who feel that they will be on the receiving end of retribution if they vote against the governor, against the governor's wishes. Here to add to this is Representative Hammond.
Good morning. Thank you, Leader Demmer. Representative Noreen Hammond from the 93rd District, Macomb, Illinois, home to Western Illinois universities. As Tom mentioned, these board members need to know that they have the ability to do their job, to make the tough decisions that they have to make without fear of reprisal from the governor's office. In the 93rd District and in areas all across the state, we depend on the independence and good judgment of our university board members. Our universities are large employers, huge economic drivers, and places of enlightenment for our youth. We can't have these boards fearing that their decisions need to first be vetted by the governor. The entire board for Western Illinois University is currently unconfirmed in the Senate. This means that the governor can pull their appointments at any time, and these individuals are all highly qualified to serve in their positions. With his public actions taken against board members who oppose his wishes, I have a tough time thinking that the board will likely be able to act independently for the betterment of Western Illinois and not for the betterment of the governor's office. There are 14 days left in the Senate calendar. There are 150 plus appointments that are still pending. That means that these individuals face possibly months and months where they are not yet confirmed and they have important decisions to make. They should not have to worry that they will be removed because they make decisions that are counter to the governor's wishes, but in the best interest of the board in which they serve. Thank you. We're happy to take questions.
Isn't part of your beef with the Senate, though? Because I think the TRS appointments have been pending for a year or more in one of those cases.
Yeah, I think it's important that the Senate act expeditiously, but I think at the same time, the issue is not just the pending status. It's the fact that the governor has used his ability to withdraw nominations as retribution for certain votes. That's improper. That's not the way that things have been handled previously. So you know, the pending applications or pending nominations is only one piece of the puzzle. It wouldn't be an issue at all if there weren't this, you know, direct action taken to withdraw nominations that he himself just offered a few days before because there was disagreement over a single vote.
Of course, he won't say that it was because of this one vote, right? I mean,
I think we should ask him that.
Do you have anything to say about Representative Costello getting an appointment as a person who probably wouldn't have voted for much of the governor's agenda?
You know, I think, again, we've acknowledged that the governors are free to appoint people to positions as they see fit. The important thing here is we're talking about a board, an independent board, members who are supposed to be appointed because they are qualified, because they're professional, because they can exercise trusted judgment in those roles. We jeopardize that judgment if the governor is able to withdraw nominations because of disagreement over a vote. So it's really not about, the governor's free to appoint people within his administration to serve in roles as he sees fit. We should not, though, for independent boards and commissions, use this sort of approach where you're holding out the prospect of withdrawing a nomination if you disagree with a position.
And I would simply add that in the case of Representative Costello, he is certainly highly qualified to serve in the position to which he's been named.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.